Jonathan with Iron Mind Hypnosis here. Probably the 11th thing that I want you to know about hypnosis is what it can feel like. Now, I've already talked about how it's often feels different and different than people expect, and how it can be any of a wide variety of things. It can be small, very focused, and it can be big and vast, and it can feel a lot of different ways. Sometimes it will just be the experience of a very relaxing experience, very calming, peaceful experience, and just a really peaceful feeling, while all the work is handled completely subconsciously, and there's no emotion that catches the conscious awareness above the level of just the peace and the comfort and relaxation, and how good those are. And some other times, depending on what people have got going on and what they need, well, you probably enjoy some form of narrative story, some sort of whether it's movies or television shows that are your thing. Maybe it's novels that are your thing. Maybe even just short literary stories. Maybe a YouTube lesson or something like that. But most stories have they're different stories that follow different arcs, and they have different emotional points that they hit. And sometimes a good story can include just an average day. It might have something dramatic come up. Maybe a villain walks into the story. Maybe some element of bad luck happens, and then the hero goes on a journey to find resources deep within themselves, and defeat the villain, come back changed in a certain way, and bring all of that back to their usually to their village, if it's a hero's journey sort of story. But there are high points and low points. There are points of triumph. There are points of frustration. There are points of loss in a good story. And we all know that these things are going to happen in a good story. There's going to be highs and lows. There are going to be probably emotions of shock and loss when something goes wrong for a favorite character. And there's going to be things that go very well for our characters. And we enjoy these stories not only despite the fact that they have these roller coaster of emotions, but because they have these roller coaster of emotions. And hypnosis is very similar many times. Again, sometimes it can be just closing the eyes, relaxing, and being so comfortable, and just hearing suggestions that are good for you. And that can be tremendously valuable. And sometimes it's important to fully experience negative emotions. And the beauty of hypnosis is that you can do that from a safe place, knowing that you're safe, knowing that you are supported, knowing that you have the resources to get beyond whatever that negative thing is. You know that at least most stories that you find on the TV or otherwise, they have a happy ending. Now, they may go through some stuff in the middle. In fact, most of them have some sort of dilemma that needs to be solved. And that's kind of how the plot works, is you've got a problem and you got to come up with a solution. Likewise in your life. Hypnosis helps you do stuff. accomplish more, feel the ways you want to feel when you need to feel a thing. It helps you live your goals, your virtues, your values. And because it is goal oriented, it helps you go through the stuff that's not what you want safely, so that you get to the other side, to the stuff where what you want is. And so you can enjoy that, have the triumph, and come back and know how to work that back into your life, bring that back to the people that you care about. So sometimes hypnosis is just relaxing, and sometimes, while that relaxation and comfort is a thing that's there, it's like a roller coaster ride. And that's no reason to be apprehensive or fearful. You don't look at a book or a movie typically and go, "Oh, no, I don't. I don't want to read this story because I know that there's going to be a lot of drama in the story." Well, the book allows you to experience that drama in a safe way, so that you can have the story without being afraid of getting stuck in the story, being afraid that the dramatic happenings are stuck with you forever. And a lot of people rush through a story because they just want to get to the end, because they really are enjoying the story so much, despite all the ups and downs. And they just want to get through a story and want to get on to the next one just as soon as possible. And some people enjoy stories and characters, the books they're reading, so much so that when they get close to the end of the book, they start reading slower and slower. And maybe they never finish a book because they never want to let go of that roller coaster ride. Even though a lot of times the ending of the story is the sweetest part. And likewise with hypnosis, you may experience things. They may seem like the sort of things that if you weren't in a safe place, if you weren't coming at it with the benefit of hypnosis and guidance, then yeah, maybe these would be scary. But knowing that you're in a safe place, knowing that you have guidance, that you have the tools, resources, emotional states that you need to shine the light on these things that are troubling you, so that you can get the full value out of all the stuff that's going on in your unconscious mind, and put that towards your goals, your benefit, in a real way. Because you can see that in a safe place, you can have higher highs, better outcomes, more happiness, less suffering. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you give hypnosis a chance to show you all the ways in which your story can be the sort of story you really want to live. Have a good one.